What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Real Deal Sports. Usual guys are here. Myself, Suave. We got Brother John, Brother Walt. Gentlemen, how's everything?
It's real good. Real good. Hey, have you guys ever heard of 16-inch softball? And I'm not making fun for people who play. I'm just saying, have you ever heard of it?
Can't say I have.
Okay, you're from Cleveland, but you're from Chicago. Apparently, it's a Chicago thing. I've never heard of it. I played in a ton of leagues in the city. I've never played this. Apparently, it's just softball with a bigger ball. And like some guys invited me to play, and I was like, I got free time. Why not? I'm always
I
down.
think I might have played, but I didn't know. I thought it was like,
I asked
under.
the guy, I was like, I don't have a bat, but I have a glove. Can I borrow a bat? And he goes, oh, you don't need a glove. This ball's so freaking big that like it's, you don't need a glove. You catch it with your bare hands. So I show up and I don't know. It was all right. It was good. It was good. I am like, but my one thing I will say is like at one point one of the guys was like, I also play in some 12-inch softball leagues, and I was like, well, that's just called softball. That's like calling the NFL flagless football. But no, it was fun. It was new. Apparently it's like a big deal in Chicago. It's like a Chicago original, like from Chicago. I did not know. So I got that going on tomorrow night. But yeah. It's like kickball meets softball pretty much. I mean the ball's it's not that big, but it's big, man.
All right.
Yeah, over the weekend I seen some very interesting sport things too. They have a whole competition for air guitar,
Really?
like air guitaring, like literally, it's a competition for it. Like
I'm not surprised.
It blew my damn mind, bro. Like they show highlights and like replays and everything. I'm like, what the hell am I watching? It's like, wow. Bro, it was crazy. Like, I really sat there and watched the show. It was interesting though. Like, seriously, like, I don't know why I was watching it, but
that sounds stupid.
I just found out the same thing.
It was though. But it's like, bro, like it was just so crazy how the fact that they really had a replay for people air guitaring, and then really like the next morning, like on SportsCenter, they showed like highlights though. Like that really blew my mind though.
Wow.
They do the same thing for cornhole. Did you know that?
Yeah,
I know that, but that's a real.
But like, no, it's like a legit like, dude.
Yeah,
how much some of them get paid just to throw a beanbag into a.
But that's fine. I'm okay with that. Air guitar though, come on.
Yeah, but you didn't. I don't know
you, man,
bro. How many people we know are professional cornhole players?
No, I agree, but like at least
that's on like ESPN with a Johnsonville sponsorship.
I know I'm going to sound old or something, but like, I'm sorry, like at least it's a talent. Like air guitar is not a talent. I don't care who you are out there. It's not a talent. Like
I agree.
Stop.
Like literally, it was crazy, man. I look, if I don't think I'm able to show y'all on the show, but I mean, look, I'll show y'all off the show. It was crazy.
Give us a little glimpse. Go ahead.
It was great. No, what you mean? Like, I'm not about to give you a glimpse. Like, that's
give us a glimpse of your air guitar. Go ahead.
That's not my style. But it was just like it just blew my mind on how like they just, like I said, they had replays and they were showing it on SportsCenter like that. That was crazy.
Hey, everything's a sport now. Hey, I just found out. I didn't know how serious they took horseback riding, bull ride. Like, bro, they got like teams. Like, they got a draft. Like, if we was a team, we could trade. We could trade two of our bull riders to like the Texas rattlesnakes. It's crazy. I was like, bro, this is like it's like a legit. It's like a small NFL draft. They making trades. They drafting people. They talking about he got good stamina on the bull. He's quick. I'm like, you dissecting all of this just for bull riding? It was crazy.
The thing is, none of that matters if you get like a bull that's just like not really feeling it that day. Man, like you can have like the worst rider and he'll stay on for 18 seconds because like the bull's just like, I don't feel like kicking him off today.
True.
And then you got some really good rider that like gets like the worst bull in the world, or just his wife just broke up with him earlier that day or something, and then like next thing you know, like it just throws him. But
no, but bro,
I don't know if there's that much money being made in bull riding though. Like, I think those guys are spending money to be in it. Like, I think, like, it's one of them rich people sports.
if they making that the money they making in cornhole, I'm sure bull riding is making something decent too. Gotta be.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No,
I
I
seen something a couple of days ago where they were all just sitting down at a table and like they literally just had to take a shot from the board though. Like they were just
Yeah,
all sitting down at the table like playing cards or something. And it's just
no,
it's
I
crazy.
think these guys are like rich to start. Not rich, but like a lot of things. A lot of these guys have. I mean, the
I'm
fact
about
that
to
they like
they
have.
gotta get paid something because I mean that's I mean the majority of
Bro,
their money is probably going to insurance
if
bills.
somebody trading for me and Walt or me and John or the three of us, we getting paid.
I'm not doing this.
We getting paid.
So, okay, so yeah, in that sense, I guess sure, right, like the probably the bull rider. If you've got the best bull rider out there, yeah, I'm sure like owners are probably trying to get him, but I'm pretty sure these owners are like losing money. It's like the WNBA, like they're just losing money, like you know what I mean, like because they enjoy it so much, they're just putting money into it. But there's no way they're making enough money off bull riding to be like,
You
you know, I
never
think
know.
these guys. No, I think these dudes have a
You
lot of
never
money.
know.
They're probably like some oil tycoons and stuff, and they just got money to blow on ranches and
You
stuff.
never know. You never know.
It ain't like
We gonna-
basketball. Some you can't just go out and practice bull riding. You got to have money up
Why
front for
can't
that
you?
kind of stuff.
Why
Where do
can't
you? Oh, you're just hopping on bulls and just like riding them
you?
around.
No, you buy a bull and you ride the hell out of it. Pause.
First off, PETA's gonna show up at your house because you ain't got nowhere to
No,
keep.
they're not. No, they're not.
Where are
No,
you
they're
gonna
not.
keep a bull?
You got people with home zoos
It's in
and they don't show up
storage,
to them.
not storage, but I
First
mean
off,
they have
PETA shows up to these guys' houses anyway. So that ain't. I'm just saying, if they show up at your
Hey,
house,
they still got at home zoos. So I mean, one
I'm sure
bull
you
ain't
can
gonna
rip
kill
a
Peter.
bull and put it up somewhere. But I mean, I feel like you definitely have to practice for that, though. In my opinion,
Right? Yeah,
all
you
right,
ain't
this
just
show.
hopping out there once a week and like, all right, I'm gonna
I
kill
wasn't
this.
gonna say it, but this show ain't for kids anyway, so I can say it.
What?
What they do is there's like a thing around that bull's nuts, and right before they pull one dude pulls the cage, and another dude tightens that sucker, and that's why they go nuts, because that thing just tightens up their sack, and then they're like, that's why they go nuts like that. Because why do you think they're docile in the cage, and then 2 seconds later they're like losing their mind, right? So like, you got to do that every day. I'm not doing that.
How do you
That's
know that? How
because
do you know that?
because
You've been
I know people who are bull riders. Yeah.
you've been, haven't you? You've paid your money to see them do it.
First off, yeah, I will go to the
You're a
bull. I will go to the
right.
rodeo in San Antonio. Hang on, I won't go to any other, but I will go to rodeo in San Antonio anytime.
that's the only thing to do in San Antonio.
Yeah, I talked about my
More than
mom
like
out there. I
the
talked to my mom
Spurs
out there
games,
today.
and
There
it's
is
only
nothing
so
to do
much.
in that town.
It's only so many times you can go to the Alamo, like, bro.
Right. And so,
Come on,
like, look,
This is
wait. Here's my reason why. They got unlimited not free, but unlimited refills on sweet tea.
in
And
the
that's
river,
why I
right?
go.
I think
That's why I go.
in San Antonio.
that boy
At
love
the,
him
at
some
the
sweet
rodeo.
tea.
At the
Is
rodeo.
it good?
He love him some sweet tea, man.
I take it as good. I
Yeah, it's
hope
good.
they still make it like they used to, because you might be upset if we
No,
ever have to go back. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. Real Deal Sports goes to bull riding. We're not participating. We're gonna go though.
all right, fine. I'm gonna take another step. Here we go. Here's the biggest offense. Have you guys ever heard of Rocky Mountain oysters?
Can't say I have.
Okay, it's legit bull's balls. Like they serve them at restaurants, like bull's
Wait,
ball.
all right, all right. Let's cut it.
No, hang on.
We can
Hang
talk
on.
about that offline.
This is what I'm saying. These people are weird, man. These people have like money to blow on stupid stuff. So that's what I'm saying. These are the kind of people that you're dealing with. That's not for me. That's not.
I'm about to say this is a hell of a way to start off the show, man.
Yeah. So speaking of money to blow,
man,
I can't even lead into it. Because we was talking about going on the event. You talking about Bulls Nuts and restaurants. Lord Jesus. So what are we gonna
That's
do?
the kind of people you're dealing with when you get into this sport. That's all I'm saying.
So speaking of people that you deal with, Kevin Durant again is in the news for telling Sean Marks of the Brooklyn Nets either trade me or fire Steve Nash. Gentlemen, this is like, I think, it's weird because they were all down for it when they first got together.
Are you surprised though?
Yes, because he like vouched for him.
Not really.
But he also vouched for James Harden and Kyrie, and he does
No, well,
like
James Harden left under his. James Harden was sick of Kyrie. James Harden left.
They all
KD
were.
didn't have him traded.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, like I mean, it seems like a lot of the guys at Golden State don't really. I'm sure they're friends with him, but like they don't seem like they're boys with him either. Like he's KD's not like he ain't on the banana boat. That's all I'm saying. Like he don't got like a list of friends who just want to go out and ride on the boat with him. Like
I mean, him and James Harden was at the Travis Scott concert over the weekend. So I
They
mean,
was popping bottles.
yeah. So I mean, that he might be
right.
one of the banana boat members.
Yeah,
But
because if KD asks you to hang out, sure, you hang out with KD. But I'm just saying, man, like if KD throws a party, sure, you show up. But
I think they're more friends off the court than they are.
I agree. I would say the same.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I could see them chilling like outside what they was doing, like, popping the bottles and stuff like that. But like on the court,
yeah.
I don't see, like you were saying, with KD want to play with James Harden again.
Yeah, I don't know if their styles really mix, anyways. Like their style playing.
Yeah, they both too ball dominant, somewhat in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, James Harden, I feel like he's a better fit where he's at now with Philly. He just has to do more. But just going back to KD. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Is he? Are they going to trade? Are they going? I mean, they're not going to trade him. But you think they would fire Steve Nash?
Yes.
The only question is But the question is, who do you bring in for?
I mean, I was going to say who you bring in.
Who you bring in? Mark Jackson?
Anybody?
Do you think Mark Jackson's going to take?
No, you can't say anybody. You can't say anybody.
Brooklyn
is in a win now thing. You can't just bring anybody in there. KD ain't got.
If they were to win now, why'd they get Steve Nash?
Because they thought it would work. Because
Dude ain't never coached.
It worked in Golden State.
Dude ain't never coached. Matter of fact, they should have kept the last coach they had. He actually had experience and brought that team up from like garbage to like an actual playoff team before they showed up. I'm sorry, if they were in win now mode, like they literally thought we have the talent that we can win now with any coach, and we'll just get Steve Nash because we don't want a coach who's actually going to coach these guys. Like we don't want their no waves. We want a coach who'll come in and just be buddies and blah blah blah. And they got what they wanted, and guess what? It still caused the waves, and they all didn't get along. So, nah, man. Like, I'm sorry, Steve Nash wasn't. If he actually like coaches this team, sure, but he didn't coach them, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it. I'm sure they're going to probably listen to KD more than Steve Nash. So I mean, I do more than likely see Steve Nash being departed up out of there. But it's just the tough part is just who they going to bring in, because in my opinion, I feel like they do need somebody to actually coach them instead of just having some random coach in there just feeling like they, like you said, like John just said, they thought the talent was going to just, I guess, navigate them to the championship. But I mean, I feel like in today's game, you definitely need a coach. I mean, the teams that's top teams right now have good, at least decent coaches. I would say, well, the Lakers won a top team last year, but got the Heat. They got Eric Spoelstra. You know what I'm saying? The Bucks got Mike Budenholzer. And so on and so forth. So I mean, I just feel like they need a coach, but it's just the fact of who's going to actually take that job. And honestly, if I'm Mark Jackson, I'm not sure if I even want that type of scenario or job right now, honestly. So I would just continue doing what he was doing and just stay an NBA analyst. But yeah, that's the tough question, in my opinion, is who will actually want to come in and take that job if Steve Nash is, let go.
And then, the problem with that was, I think KD signed off on it. But, Kyrie at the beginning when they got together said, we don't need a coach. So from jump, it was like an
uncomfortable situation for
real. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
that's like us saying we don't really need a manager. I mean, we like for you to be. We don't need you though.
Maybe you go try and get Dwayne Casey. I don't know. Like he's on the last year of his contract. He's won coach of the year before. But and he put together a bunch of guys who were, not a ton of all stars. I mean, sure, I know DeRozan had a few here and there, but Lowry, I don't know if Lowry's. I think Lowry's been an all star. But I mean, really, like
I want to say a couple times, yeah.
But he's never had like all star like starters in the all star game, and he still was quite competitive. So I don't know, but
I mean, I can somewhat agree because I mean, Dwayne Casey, he is actually a good coach. It's just the fact with like what you're saying with those teams that he had is just they just ran into LeBron, honestly. So, I mean, see, real talk, don't give me that face, bro. Like that's just real talk, and they will even say it in Toronto, like, bro, like LeBron was a Toronto killer, bro, like for real, because.
I mean, coaching is still super important. Like
right, I agree.
We look at like, oh, they won because they had LeBron, but it turns out Ty Lue's actually a good coach. Turns out Spoelstra is actually a really good coach. Like a lot of super teams never won because they didn't have the right coach. And I don't know that you can argue they will, but like I don't know that maybe Miami does win those 2 rings if they don't have Spoelstra. Like you need someone who's willing to actually coach, and I don't know that. Steve Nash, I didn't get the vibe that he was coaching. Like, I feel like he was talking basketball with his boys. Like, and it just.
But I think at the same time, as a general manager or owner, you can't take a chance on somebody that hasn't done it before. Like even with like Steve Kerr, he had been in San Antonio for a few years. So, you getting tutelage from the best of the best. Steve Kerr was, KD's personal coach or whatever in Golden State. It's like, why would you, even, in their case, they're not, they take some blame too. It's like, why would you just hire anybody?
Right, which is why they're keeping KD over Steve. Like, why would you bring in a guy who's never? Keep in mind, this guy has never coached without 3 All Stars on his team. So you're gonna trust that he's gonna take you into the future, and you don't need KD. No, you go for KD and you get rid of Nash if this is true.
Agreed.
It's easy. I said they should have got rid of him anyways. I've been saying it all year, and then, again, I like Steve Nash. I know I'm hard on him, but like. Over the MVP stuff, but I mean, I'm not a hater of Steve Nash, big fan of his and all, but like I didn't think he was a great coach.
I mean, I will say, I can't say I agree because I mean I do feel like everybody deserves a chance. I mean I do get he didn't have no type of experience, but you know what I'm saying, that's he does know somewhat of the game of basketball. He just doesn't know, the game as being a head coach yet. He knows it as a player, but I mean, at the end of the day, I do feel like everybody do deserve a chance, and it just didn't work out, honestly. So
yeah, I just think you deserve to start out with the Pistons or Raptors and see if you can take them from 23 wins to 31. You know what I mean? You don't get the Nets first gig with Blake, KD, Kyrie, Drummond, Aldridge, Kyrie Harden. Like, you come on, man. You don't get that. That's just not how it works. Like, that's. I don't know.
He just wasn't a fit. That's all it was. I mean, that's all it can be. He just wasn't a fit, and hopefully, whatever happens, for him next, we'll just have to see. I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep KD though.
Speaking of players that teams want to keep, Kareem Hunt requests a trade from the Cleveland Browns. The Browns instantly.
That's false news.
No. Deny his trade. Now, honestly, being in all seriousness, what more could you want? You're in a perfect place, especially after what happened with you and Kansas City. They took a chance on you after that. It's like, what more can you want? One of the best 1-2 punches in the league. Pretty much the most games these last couple years under Baker depended on how good you and Nick Chubb performed. So I don't know really what more he could want. Maybe more money, which I could see, because running, most running backs, you run them into the ground like that, they're not able to get that next contract when they hit their 30s or their late 20s. But it's like, what more could you want, Kareem? What you think about it, Walt?
Well, I mean, boss man, you pretty much said it all. Honestly, like he has the perfect setup here. I don't understand why he would want to
And then
leave.
you at the crib.
Right? I mean, you
What
from the
what
rain,
what you
like bro,
want?
like you playing in front of your hometown friends and stuff every day. You know what I'm saying? Even when you at training camp, all that. So it's like, bro, you had a perfect setup. I mean, maybe it's a distraction for him. Maybe I'm not sure, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's about football. And like Nico said, they probably him and Nick Chubb is probably one of the best 1-2 punches
I mean, can you
in
name
the
a
league.
better one?
In the league, not right, not really. I really don't. And then just how you was talking about longevity, shit. Honestly, like if you stay here, y'all can balance out each other, so it won't have to be as much, pounding, on your body. So you could be able to last in the NFL longer if you stay in this type of situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know. I get maybe he would want more money, but I mean, I just feel like that's something that you would have to, take up to the front office, something privately. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to him and see, what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? And then, if they don't, approve or whatever, go out and ball out, bro. Make them give you that contract. You feel me? So it's just like I don't know. I just don't understand why Kareem would want to leave. Like I said, Chubb, he's been trying to vouch for him. So hopefully that'll try to keep him there because he's talking about, hey, Kareem is my best friend, blase skip, I want him to stay, but I feel like it's a duel that that we Cleveland fans will want to continue to see on. So keep your ass here.
What you got? What you got on it, John?
That's the thing, right? Is there's something behind the scenes we don't know. Like I wonder if he's getting a vibe from training camp, maybe, or something that the Browns intend to use Dearness Johnson more than him. I mean, I know like he was out for half the season last year, but like Dearness still started more games than him, even when he was there. So like he was already starting behind Dearness Johnson last year, and then and by the way, Dearness had over 5 yards of carry for 2 straight seasons now, which is insane. I mean, not a lot of guys in the league doing that. Over 100 carries and over 5 yards, still averaging 5 yards of carry. So, I mean, that's big numbers. But Kareem still got a ton of talent. But I agree in one sense is not even all that point is there's only like 4 teams in the league that have a line like that to run behind. You know what I mean? But I also think like he's on the last year of his contract. He already knows he's only going to get $6 million. I think so. Demanding a trade, it really doesn't guarantee you a new contract. Like you're just going to get the same deal. You're going to get one more year. They're going to sign you for, they're going to keep you for the one last year your deal, and then you're just played out. And then so either way, no matter where he goes, he has to prove himself. I think Cleveland's one of the easiest places. I mean, Indianapolis, Dallas. There's a few teams, but like Cleveland's one of the easiest places to prove yourself as a running back to make to inflate your stats. So I agree, but yeah, I kind of wonder if like he's getting a vibe maybe that like he's not second anymore. He might be third. I don't know. Like there's something personal with him that he knows that we don't know. Obviously,
I will say this though, being the second or third, depending on this season, the front office they may tell him we're not gonna give you that because you're number two to our number one. So yes, we know y'all work together. The better you are, the better he is, and vice versa. But we just don't think you need RB1 money. So they might tell him, all right, we'll do 7 mil a year for 3 years. And he's like, all right, no, because me and Chubb, especially now with Deshaun being out, and you don't really know how that offense is gonna look even when Deshaun comes back. Because really you got Amari and Joku and Peoples Jones and other guys like that. But have they been able to build that rapport with what's going on with Deshaun? So I think that he might see the writing on the wall. He know he's not going to be able to get the bag in Cleveland because you number two to Nick Chubb or in John's like John was saying, he might be the number three running back on the depth chart. So that could be another thing. And he's trying to get it early, pretty much.
I can respect all that. All I'm saying is if he wants some of the bag, I should say, just go out and just prove it this year with, especially like what you just saying with Deshaun Watson possibly going to be out with most of the majority of these games, and more than likely the Browns are going to rely on the running game a lot, So why not have that either 1, 2, 3 punch at the running game? You know what I'm saying? With him, with Chubb, Hunt, and Felton, I think Felton. So I don't know. Like I said, just Chubb. He just need to relax and just like I said, just let it ride out, man. Let it ride out. Good things are definitely coming to Cleveland, man. Especially after this year, man.
Quick question, just off topic. Well, if you are doing fantasy, would you draft Nick Chubb, knowing that it's kind of like a running back by committee thing?
Absolutely, because he's still gonna get the majority of the touches.
Yeah, because Cleveland leads the league in rushing the last 2 or 3 years. So no matter what, even though it's by committee, he still gets a ton of touches.
He's gonna get his touches regardless. As long as Chubb is in that game, Chubb is gonna get touches. But I mean, at the same time, Kareem he can get his too. But it's just like I said, the fact that they have to balance each other out.
He ain't getting Derrick Henry touches, but he's right behind Jonathan Taylor and Dalvin Cook in touches. He's not far behind those two.
You gotta do a show about that too. Good talk offline though. So, gentlemen, next topic: the Deshaun Watson.
Hey, you also got to take in concept Deshaun Watson runs too. So, now you have 4.
I mean that might open up the offense too, though.
Right, but if
you're one-on-one with outside linebackers, people like that.
Now you got 4 runners on the team.
It could benefit them, yeah.
But it would help him more than it would, declined it though. In my opinion, I don't know. Kareem, just do your thing, man. Whatever, man.
So over the weekend, the NFL was upset with the way I want to say the judge or whoever the NFL put on this case, the way she handled it. From what she was saying, she didn't see much in the case. She say suspend him for 4. Was it 4 games? 6 games?
6.
NFL gets upset, appeals it, say they either want 12 or indefinite. The way I look at it, honestly, guys, is if you don't have any hard proof that he did it, I honestly feel like he shouldn't serve any time. Because, then it becomes you didn't find anything, no hard evidence, and I'm still in trouble. That's somebody possibly going to jail. All right, we didn't find anything, but we still going to give you 4 years. What sense does that make? No. If you didn't find anything, I should go free. Same with Deshaun. I think the NFL, once again, handled this very wrong. And it's they got cake on their face again. What you think about it, John?
I don't think they're upset. Because when we say they, we're talking about Roger Goodell.
I think a lot of them are, because it's I think he's finessed the system, but he finessed the system.
I think the NFL,
he's trying to make himself look good after effing this up. In my opinion.
Yes, he's trying to redeem any credibility, credibility he can.
He's just, because he doesn't care if he wins or loses this case, right? So now Deshaun Watson's team is suing the NFL.
I think he does, though, because no
matter what, he looks good.
Messed up before, and it's you don't know what you're doing.
Right, but he doesn't care if he loses, because no matter what, he wins. It's all about what's in the public eye, right? If I say I didn't agree with that and I tried to stop it, blah, 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 even if I don't care, I look good even if I lose. And that's where he's at. It's a win-win for him. He can't look bad by trying to do this. I don't think he cares. This dude has turned his eye to so many things. I really don't think he cares about this.
But he keeps messing up.
But how can he not care? But I feel like he does care because of the fact of the type of judge that he appointed to the to the trial though. Like Nico was just saying, like, bro,
the
he
NFL. Yeah, keep going.
but no, I was just saying, just the type of judge that he appointed to the case. But my thing is, bro, they already, like Nico was saying, they already had a case where they found that he was not guilty. He was not guilty of nothing. Like they found
They couldn't find any hard evidence.
no hard evidence. So that's why I just don't understand how the NFL is still trying to find more evidence if they already had a case saying that he was not guilty. So why are you still trying to dig into the case more? I mean, I understand why they're trying to dig into the case more because of how many women were involved, but at the same time, I do feel like Roger Goodell messed this up because of
how he trying to sue him for $8 million.
How he's handled situations. So that's why I say he's trying to make a mockery, I should say, of Deshaun now by appealing this because he feels like they messed up the first time, so now they want to give him, a whole year or what I'm saying, the 12 games or whatever, instead of just giving them the 6 games. Which I mean, he was found not guilty. Like he shouldn't even be having no games. But in my opinion, the 6 games would have been okay. But for y'all to try to suspend this man for 12 games or even indefinite without pay. I mean, okay, fine. Find him. That's fine or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, he was not guilty. So why are y'all still trying to find more things about this case if he was not guilty in the first place? That's what I'm just still confused to this day about. Like, I just don't get it.
Well, I don't know what they're referring to, but apparently there's also he might have lied under oath about something. I don't know about how many women. Like you know what I mean? Like, because like let's say 4 women come out, right, and then they're like, are there more? And he was like, nah. And then knowing there were plenty more, right? Like knowing there was like 70 or something like that, like whatever. And only 26 accused him, but like there were like some 70 or something. I forget what the number was.
Like when they first came out, they said it was like 65 or 66 or something like that.
Right.
Well, like 67.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Now.
But that's some people are upset that like supposedly I don't know all that stuff, but I'm just saying like supposedly he lied under oath, and that's why people want it doubled. Like they're like, listen, there's a 6.
Well, I think they upset too.
There's a 6 for the accusations, and then there's 6 for like lying under oath or something like that. I don't know. I'm not really sure what that was all about, but for me, I think this judge was just I think hiring this judge was just a way to make themselves look good. Like, oh, we hired a female judge to come in and look over this case and blah blah blah, and then and then we were tougher on him than she was, blah, blah. I really think that's all it's about, that he could not. Now, is he throwing Deshaun Watson under the bus? Sure. Yeah, he's throwing Deshaun under the bus. But I don't think the NFL cares if they win or lose this case. I just think they're trying to make themselves look good.
But that's what I'm saying. That wouldn't even make it even look bad, that the fact that you did appoint her to the case, but now that you're overruling her verdict. Like, I just feel like that just looks worse because it's like, how are you going to give her the power to?
Well, she didn't have that power. I mean, it's like hiring Judge Judy to talk about your marriage. Like at the end of the day, it's like it's not real.
Why do it though? It's like, why do it
to look good? That's what I'm saying. It's all about looks with these people. With NFL.
Okay, but all right. So let me ask you this: if she says suspend him indefinitely, do you think he changes it?
No, they wouldn't even appeal it.
I think they don't release that in the public. If she says they're like, all right, lady, no.
But some of the words that she was using, she's talking about, it was like, this case is like gruesome or grievous or whatever that she was saying. Like, she was just saying like it was just so terrible. But the fact that you still only gave him 6 games, though, like if it was that bad, why did you only give Deshaun 6 games? Like,
well, yeah, because of the supposed crimes involved. Like there is no evidence unless these women are filming in these private, which that might be illegal too. I don't know what the rules are on that. You know what I mean? But
they said that Houston paid off a lot of these ladies.
And why is Houston get more attention about that either?
So I'm saying that's a problem too. You was constructing these things knowing something. Like, come on, bro. You know something is going on.
The scapegoat. That's what I'm saying. They just using him as a scapegoat.
I think that's what the NFL and Roger Goodell want. They want the Browns to look like the team who took Kareem Hunt and Deshaun Watson, and they want the NFL, the Shield, to look good and the Browns look bad.
But let's be honest, the NFL has fumbled a lot of situations.
Absolutely.
Shit. Look at Colin Kaepernick. And now he comes out years later. Yeah, I think didn't handle that as well as I should have. You say it now. All right. Well, if you handled it, if you didn't handle it right, give him a job. Give him a title. Just throw something out there. Director of
They ain't gonna
color
never.
creations,
They,
anything.
they ain't gonna never get in that job, man. Nothing.
But that's what I'm saying. So we can't say they don't care about it. But then he comes out years later and be like, oh, okay, I messed up. I
That's
fumbled.
fact. That's
I
fact.
fumbled that. And they did it before. They keep doing it.
I have to read what he said on that because I highly doubt, like, he might have said, like, we should have handled it differently, but that's not saying, like, we still shouldn't have run him out of the league. Like, I don't think they'll ever admit
You're admitting it without admitting it.
Right, but I can say, like handled it differently means, like, we could still run him out of the league, but just do it a different way. You know what I mean? Like, maybe we just – that's what I'm saying. When I think about Roger Goodell in the NFL, I think about image. That's all they care about, how it looks. They don't really care about what it really is, about how it looks. And like I think they still run Colin Kaepernick out of the league. They just do it in a way they look better. That's all I think. I still think they run him out of the league.
They're all over the place.
Right.
He doesn't have the same power that Adam Silver has.
Absolutely not.
They're not on the same level.
Absolutely not.
Adam Silver,
the owners run the NFL.
Billionaire owner, let go of his team. Do you think Roger Goodell got that kind of power? No. Because at the end of the day, they're like, bro, we pay you. If you don't get out of my face, I'll pay you to make these decisions.
That's facts. But hey, at the end of the day, we still gonna have to wait on it. They supposed to be doing the court stuff. I think this was supposed to be either today or tomorrow. So we just gonna have to keep playing the waiting game and see what they're gonna say, man. But
to Cleveland fans, I'm just saying I think they're sacrificing the Browns to save the NFL. That's my personal opinion. That's all.
Well,
but hey, if you win the playoff game, it'll be worth it, right?
Like I said, once we do get this, once all this clears up and we do get to the that beautiful Super Bowl, it ain't gonna be no more of that sacrifice and crap.
I hope y'all do, because
y'all shit show or whatever.
Do it, boy.
We making the right moves. We just got to get past all this BS that's happening right now. So once we get past this point, we'll be great. But they look like Garoppolo looking kind of good right now, just in case. I don't know. Because like I said, I just feel like the NFL is about to make a mockery of Deshaun. So we really might have to go get Garoppolo, honestly, just for a year contract. Give him, paying for a year. You feel me? So see what you can do. Just handle in the type of situation with the Cleveland Browns. I know it's not like that San Francisco beautiful weather, but we'll still love you for that year, Garoppolo, if you come here. So
I mean, yeah, like the trade deadline is at 6 weeks, right? Or do they move it with the new with now 17 games? Is it week 7? I don't know.
I think it's I think it's week 7.
So if you get him 6 weeks and then trade him at the deadline, like it's win-win for the Browns.
You ain't trading.
So I guarantee you, by week 6, someone's gonna want Garoppolo. Someone out there is gonna.
Nobody want him now. He just led into the divisional.
Okay, but if the Lions are paying $30 million to Jared Goff and they're 1-5, I think if Garoppolo's out there, you go get him. I'm sorry,
he ain't got a lot down there in Detroit. I ain't a fan of Detroit, but he ain't gotten much down there. Let's relax. They just recently, these last like 2 or 3 years, started getting them some weapons.
It don't matter if you're 1-5.
And now your number one receiver ain't gonna play this year. You just drafted him, and he ain't gonna play.
You still try something. That's all I'm saying.
And even to your point, they still ain't looked at him. He led his team to the championship and a Super Bowl, and ain't nobody want to touch him.
That's facts.
What does that say about him? It's something that they know he can't do.
It's because he's injured.
That's not
it's
true.
Just the injury. It's just the injuries, though.
That's not true.
Honestly, Garoppolo is a good quarterback. It's just the only thing that's holding him back, I feel like, is just his health. Like, if you look at his numbers, his regular season numbers are above 500. And like you just said, he took a team to the Super Bowl and the AFC Championship. So, I mean, if it wasn't just for his injuries early on in his career, I really feel like Garoppolo. Real talk.
We got to stop capping, y'all.
I'm not capping, bro.
Wait.
If it wasn't for his health, Garoppolo could definitely be up there for sure.
What? Let's relax. Because that defense was balling out of control last season. Especially when it came to the playoffs.
That's fair. But at the end of the day, Garoppolo did have parts in some of their wins, though. Like, I'm just saying, like.
Yeah, he did great managing the game.
That's what he's supposed to do.
Right. But he ain't going out there and throwing for 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. Like, come on.
You don't have to do that. His team is too stacked for him to even have to do that. I should say, like.
He started 2 seasons.
Yeah, wait. What did you just say, Walt?
His team is somewhat too stacked.
My point exactly.
Hey, no, okay, hang on. That's a bad argument because just because people don't want you don't mean you're not great. No one wanted Odell, and the Rams signed him, and he was game changing for them. No, hang on. Antonio Brown wasn't wanted by no one. Goes to the Bucs, and he changes the game. Like Julio Jones, not wanted by nobody, and then the Bucs signed him, and people are like, oh, Brady gets all the weapons.
Are you comparing receivers to a quarterback?
You guys didn't want him yesterday, and now he's all the weapons? Stop it. No, just because people don't want Garoppolo don't mean – like, yeah, can he just take a franchise like the Jaguars and lead them to Super Bowl? No. All right? He's not Tom Brady.
That's all I'm saying. You just answered it.
Fine. But, like, I'm sorry. There's a team out there that's like, hey, we could be competitive, at least better, watchable, sell tickets if we had Garoppolo and not this guy that we currently have. So I'm sorry. Those teams are the stupid ones. It's not that the player sucks. It's that these teams are stupid and like they're willing to lose games like Miami paying a coach $100,000 a game to lose. Like, I'm sorry. Like there's teams out there that want to lose. So why would I believe that the players are bad? I just think that the teams are suck and they're rigging games. Like if you pay a coach to lose games, you're rigging games. That's what that is.
I mean, that's fair because, I mean,
the only team that do that is Miami.
No, that's the only team we know that was accused of it. There's other teams that probably doing it. We just don't know because no one gets
caught. This ain't got caught. But, hey, we appreciate y'all watching Real Deal Sports tonight. This is your boy, Big Walt. My boy, Nico Suave. Over there looking suave in the mofo. John. Hardest working dude right now. He looked like he was hard working. He got the hair all over the place right now, for real.
I ran in the door right before we started the
show. he looked like he just got finished working or something right now. But hey, we appreciate y'all watching. Like, subscribe, share. Hey, it's been Real Deal Sports. Y'all better make sure y'all tune in next time. You feel me? It's your boy Walt, John, Nico.
Yes, sir.
We out.